Oh yes, we're number one. CK Grays and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for a specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your number one stop.
Shop at Lanes, where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion, and more. The best prices at every store. A warm, fancy welcome is waiting for you. At Lanes, your family store for value.
Randy's Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy's Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy's Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
Introducing Kitty Care Plus, Picoactin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid from Maya Organics PVT Limited. Kitty Care Plus is an optimum nutrient for growing children. It promotes physical growth and enhances intellectual performance. Picoactin Syrup has a synergistic combination of cyproheptadine and B vitamins that help to improve appetite and body weight. And Mimglobin Liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Picoactin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid. Available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
This July, the sky is the limit at District Stairs SVG. Get ready for serious savings across the board. Take 10% off all lights, faucets, tools, tin sets, and grouts. Enjoy 20% of all laminating flooring, 20% of all vinyl flooring, 20% of all railing projects, whether glass, PVC, aluminum, or stainless steel, and 20% of all renovation jobs, from bathroom upgrades to full home makeovers. That's not all. Get a huge 50% off all crown moldings, baseboards, and trims. Plus, when you spend $2,000 or more on towels, you get 5 free bags of premium thin set. Yes, District Stairs SVG delivers top-tier renovation services, stylish finishes, and quality that lasts, with warranty on both materials and labor. And with our trusted program, your dream project can start now. Be paid in stages. Visit us at Russell's Shopping Center at Stony Grounds. Call 4567649. WhatsApp us at 1289 200 7649. District Stairs SVG. Endless possibilities.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Soundblast Entertainment exclusive rentals. We have LED bars, LED chairs, LED tables, trussing, speakers, and stage available. Bring your event to life with exclusive party rentals. For more information, contact 1-784-493-1361. 1-784-493-1361.
Looking for reputable, reasonable shipping services from the USA? Look no further than Fair Deal Shipping and Trading. Call us today, 407-822-6792. From our hub in Orlando, Florida, we provide complete freight handling services. We'll do your purchasing, we'll do your shipping, and everything in between. Whether it's ocean freight or air freight, commercial cargo or personal effects, big or small, Fair Deal will handle it all. Visit us on the web at www.fairdealshipping.com or just call us 407-822-6792. That's Fair Deal Shipping and Trading in the heart of Central Florida, your artery to the Caribbean and the rest of the world.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is VinceClean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then VinceClean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement, or paint? VinceClean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. VinceClean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. VinceClean, 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 the best in service.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
SVG, get ready! The National Lotteries Authority is now offering more chances to win with 3D and Play 4 now 3 times a day. 3 times a day. There's a morning draw at 11 a.m., afternoon draw time 3 p.m., and the night draw from 9 p.m. Get your tickets for 3D and Play 4. Now drawn 3 times daily, Monday to Saturday. All from the National Lotteries Authority, giving you more chances to win.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at
Pharmacy Stores. Our family serving your family.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 Boat Ride to Myro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar. Come live and rally with your representative, Conroy Huggins. Meet the man with the plan, the vibes, and the vision for Central Leewood. Tickets are only $80. And this one is selling off fast. We leave Barrowly at 7 a.m., Kingstown at 8 a.m., and it's all presented by the Central Leewood Young Dems and the NDP Central Leewood Division. It's mix, mingle, and move with the mission. The future is now. Let's ride with Huggins in this massive Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Myro on Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar.
While the New Democratic Party, the NDP, continue to represent the views of a significant number of Vincentians, the party is indeed obliged to recognize that we are now into new times. Through this radio program, the NDP hopes to keep in tune with the thinking of the populace, while offering leadership for the challenging times ahead. This program, New Times, is therefore for all Vincentians, regardless of political persuasion, to interact with the NDP in building a new team of New Democrats. Call telephone number 4565967 to interact with the party's host on this program, New Times, aired on this station, Nice Radio. From 10:30 a.m., it's New Times for a new team of New Democrats. The views expressed on this program are not those of Nice Radio.
Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right, and pleasing in God's sight, and a democratic life. We believe our country's future must be shaped by our own hands to ensure a strong foundation that's built on rock, not sand. The education of our children is the pride of NDP, and freedom of expression is a pledge of our gratitude. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right, and pleasing in God's sight, and a democratic life. Let us put our heads together to keep high our country's name and protect our youth from danger. Proud guardians we remain. Our women and our children will uphold with our men. The kind and gentle nation and live in harmony and love. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right, and pleasing in God's sight, and a democratic life. We salute our founding members for the charge they gave to us, to provide land for the landless, be honest, kind, and just. A better life for every worker, and for those for whom they care. To build one Caribbean, our peace and justice share. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right, and pleasing in God's sight, and a democratic life. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right, and pleasing in God's sight, and a democratic life. Oh, NDP, we love you so. One family, one destiny. We strive for what is right and pleasing in God's sight.
The winds of change are sweeping through the region. Change is long overdue. This is a new year. These are new times. We are the New Democratic Party. This is the New Times program with your host. We are ready. What about you?
I've been battered, bruised and torn, but I'm still here. Some days my life was filled with fear. Oh, but I'm still here. So many times I had to fight just to stay in the right. I have failed so many times, but I'm still here. I had many disappointments, but I am still here. There were days when I thought I could not make it, Lord, but I'm still here. So many storms I had to bear, Lord, for your joy they can't compare. Storms of sickness, storms of strife, oh, but I'm still here. I've been abused and misused, but I am still here. Been persecuted and accused, oh, but I'm still here. Lord, it's such joy to know that your love had kept me so. Through the valley I had to go, but I'm still here. I'm still here to praise your name. Lord, I'm still here. You took the blame. Seems like my life was all so wrong, but your love has kept me strong amidst the gloom and despair. Lord, your love has kept me here. I cried and I cried, but I'm still here. I'm still here to praise your name. Lord, I'm still here. You took the blame. Seems like my life was so wrong. Yes, your love has kept me strong cried, and I cried. I cried and I cried, but your love surrounded me, your love embraced me. I'm still here, Lord, I'm still here. St. Vincent long ago was hailed the region strength. Salaries were low, but life was still good then. Then drugs and crime showed up. That one man vowed he'll fix. He asked for 2 full terms. Now he asking for 6. He promised to be tough on drugs and crime. When comes to serious crime, he missing all the time. The toughest man on crime seems missing all the time. Dispatch and man on crime keeps flashing all the time. He calling for world peace when there's no peace at home. He wants to fix the wall. It's time he fix the own home. 30 years ago, no gangsters ruled the tongue, no high maintenance girls, no prostitution. Now we tap the murder chart, 50 plus alone last year. We losing all we youths, does anybody care? With 5 commissioners, 5 full terms in a row. One night, 5 youths gone down. It's time for them to go. Mass murders in town, says the news headline. The toughest man on crime went missing another time. He wants to fix the wall and do it all alone. St. Vincent needs a fix. It's time he fix his own home. St. Vincent years ago, I was not even born when children drank cow's milk with arrowroot and corn. Oh, farmers walked the land, they feed the whole nation. Banana was green gold, the economy was strong. Today when I look around, it pains my heart with grief when I behold the crowds line up for poor relief. Our input bill sky high, 2.5 billion, and export makes me cry, 200 million. We lose the war on drugs, we lose the war on crime. St. Vincent needs a fix, so get rid of them this time. The toughest man on crime seems missing all the time. Dispatch and man on crime keeps flashing all the time. We lose the war on drugs, we lose the war on crime. St. Vincent needs a fix, so get rid of them this time.
country, leave we in poverty. All you mash up the country, now poor people are hungry. All you mash up the country, kill the economy. All you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. All you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. All you mash up the country, now poor people are hungry. All you mash up the country, kill the economy. All you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. One time gone, we country was at the best. Now it seems like we in a mess. While the people them so distressed, settle for less when they know that we deserve best. People start to feel the effect. So we know that the country wreck. Time gone, but the so-called will land up the blessed. Now it's like the country possessed. While the country face so much debt and more debt, they even cripple the NIS. All you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. All you mash up the country, now poor people hungry. All you mash up the country, kill the economy. All you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. All you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. All you mash up the country, now poor people hungry. All you mash up the country, kill the economy. All you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. All you mash up the country, sink we down in a hole. This obey face, they doing it big and bold. So me know that the leader cool. Don't have no heart, you know they don't have no soul. They refuse to play the right role. The best thing to do is to move them up by the pole. The big king sit down on the throne. I hold the poor people alone. This country, it is my home, and I love home. But they wanna make it hard like a stone. And you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. And you mash up the country, now poor people are hungry. And you mash up the country, kill the economy. And you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. And you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. And you mash up the country, now poor people are hungry. And you mash up the country, kill the economy. And you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. Economical hardship is why poor people suffer and die. Cost of living, it gets so high, and it heading to reach the sky. Rasta know me not tell no lie, and me want know the reason why poor people can't get no fly. No matter how hard they try, they can't tell poverty bye-bye. It's like the country run dry, and no rain and fall from the sky. You either do or you die. And you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. And you mash up the country, now poor people are hungry. And you mash up the country, kill the economy. And you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. And you mash up the country, leave we in poverty. And you mash up the country, now poor people are hungry. And you mash up the country, kill the economy. And you mash up the country, now the treasury empty. Cost of living so tall, and we salary so small. Poor people are ball, we can't make it out after all. For what you do to the country, we have to get rid of you. Fed up by you, we have to get rid of you. The time is now for we to get rid of you. Tired of you, we have to get rid of you. All you mash up the country, all you mash up the country. Even the blind can see. All you mash up the country, poverty killing we. All you mash up the country, all you mash up the country, all you mash up the country.
election. I don't care who call me to face. I campaign to get a gravy train space. I out in my red, I even painting the street. Hotting up the head of some them Calypsonians and meat. And bitch, tell me who put me soul on dead already. It's we make them wicked pirates have the train hijack. I'm making him laugh. I must be accommodate. Give him 6 reasons why we should vote them back. I say reason number 1. If you see me, us in the brain, I can't find a reason. I feel shame. But you know the conductor will love to explain. It's 24 years, he conducting the train. Happy jobs, if I borrow them fellas' brain. They riding high, and we can't sustain. He said, and I quote, if you put them back there again, no more gravy left on the gravy train. Song me horn, cho-cho. Song me horn, cho-cho. Oh, Ebony call me bandit. Well, that nearly start a brawl. I put many train for more, and he have nothing at all. Marshy tell me sit down and wait. We can't afford that. Things so hard in this place, woman selling cat. Then Zion I say, the conductor raping the country. They mash up the land, and all of them pocket fat. He's so brave, he gon' kill them politically. The train full of hypocrites, why he should vote them back? I say, reason number 2. If you see me, us in the brain, I can't find 2 reasons. I feel in shame. I tell them after this runs, the conductor sun go rain. Like all your asses are about touch the train. Patches say the kingdom must come down when the bell ring. He never see no mess. They have no shame. He said, and I quote, Father and Son is the same. No damn gravy left on the gravy train. Song the horn, cho-cho. Song the horn is cho-cho. Oh, The man age tell me, if I mean no, it's now a comedy country run by a papi show. He say on the train, them fellas smoking too. And you got to show your party card to get that token. Well, pose I wanna know, go to them, he wonder, is it cooking by the door? Cause the train running off track. And since he did not leave him out inside the mama, all he wanna know is when cartel coming back. I say, reason number 3. If you see me, us in the brain, I can't find 3 reasons. Shame kill me. But you know Silver Fox don't plan the game to convince you to vote the cousin again. People say bear your grind is no labor pain. CP said too much pressure, Christmas not the same. He said and I quote, while the conductor paragon, no flipping gravy left on the gravy train. Song the horn, choo-choo. Song the horn, it's true. Oh, Come again. And, song the horn, choo-choo. I say, song the horn, it's true.
Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What hidden in darkness must come out in light. Yes. Don't you be a coward. Just stand up and fight. Remember they fight the teachers like they have no right. Remember? Forcing them to take vaccine. All of that for spite. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Properly gone. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Family gone. Crime situation is out of control. Every time you wake up, you're losing another soul. The people, they're not satisfied, but they're free to open their mouth. Why? Because if they say anything, the vaccine food up your mouth up the corner. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. They gotta go. What I tell you? Enough is enough. The people say come. They can't now. 1, 2, 3. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Oh, I hear that again and again. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. They gone. They gone. They gone. This country in shambles. People can't get work. Young girls on the corner begging for a buck. Why? If you don't believe, come out after 6. Nah. The things you will see on the street, you can't believe it. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. What I tell you? What I tell you? Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. This election. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Not another tongue. Leaders of this country, they wicked like hell. Wicked, siding with criminals, posting with cartels. With taxpayers' money, you put on a show. So much people hungry, with no place to go. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. They can't. Totally gone. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now. Enough is enough. Just the people say they can't now. Family gone. Enough is enough. The people say they can't now.
This election, I wanna tell you one thing. One thing. You see, we Vinci, the red one. You see, we not voting ULP again. Never. They want everything for themselves. Everything. They acting like SPG is theirs. But SPG belongs to we. But the yes, it's ours. Ours. People, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. I don't like how Labour moving. Every time they have all the big meetings. Only a big money they spending. Put them alone. While things in the country getting rough. Poor people not making enough. I am appealing to every Vinci. Don't make Labour Party come by you. Don't let them come. Things in SVG getting too hard.
Run you will be out of your yard.
This government treating me too bad.
Run you will be out of your yard.
Before the lack of work drive me mad.
Run you will be out of your yard.
When the children cry we don't get real.
Run you will be out of your yard.
How you run them all
out of your yard.
I run them all
out of your yard.
I run them
out of your yard.
Run your LP
out of your yard.
Run them
out of your yard.
Run them
out of your yard.
How you run them
out of your yard.
Run your LP
out of your yard.
Vinci people losing their mind. Things real rough. Things getting harder all the time. Harder. Poor people can't maintain their home. No. So many people struggling alone. Things in the country keep getting dreaded. We keep fighting for daily bread. Year after year is hard a campaign. We can't take another 5 years again. Things in SPG getting too hard.
Run you will be out of your yard.
This government treated me too bad.
Run you will be out of your yard.
Before the lack of work drive me mad.
Run you will be out of your yard.
When the children cry we just get real sad.
Run you will be out of your yard.
I want to run run them. Out of your yard. Run your LB out of your yard. Yes, we can't take this no more. It's time for them to go. It's pressure. Run them. Run them. Real pressure. In a minute, what run them? Lee, what run them? Kingston, run them. Nespo, run them. St. John, run them. Kennedy, run them. Run them, run them, run them. Well, the government just don't care. They don't care. They want to keep us living in fear. That's how they run in the country. Every time you go and protest, there's a problem. Labor police, they come and make an arrest. Yes. When they violate and we try fight, only looking for justice and right. When we talk, they tell us, shut up, sending the police to like we are. Oh, God. Things in SVG getting too hard.
Run your LP out of your yard.
This government treating me too bad.
Run your LP out of your yard.
Before the lack of work driving mad.
Run your LP out of your yard.
When the children cry, we that get real.
Run your LP out of your yard.
So I run them out of your yard. I run them out of your yard. I run them out of your yard. Run your LB out of your yard. Run them out of your yard. Run them out of your yard. How you run them from out of your yard. Run your LB out of your yard. Run Camelo out of your yard. Run Sabato out of your yard. Run Ralphie out of your yard. Out of your yard. Run Luke Brown out of your yard. Run Brewster out of your yard. Run Carlos out of your yard. Out of your yard. Run them.
Run them. Run them.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MP Gemstar. Come live and rally with your representative, Conroy Huggins. Meet the man with the plan, the vibes, and the vision for Central Leewood. Tickets are only $80. And this one is selling off fast. We leave Barely at 7 a.m., Kingstown at 8 a.m., and it's all presented by the Central Leewood Young Dems and the NDP Central Leewood Division. It's mix, mingle, and move with the mission. The future is now. Let's ride with Huggins in this massive Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro on Sunday, July 13th aboard the MV Gemstar.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bonady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bonady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Hi, hun. Can you pick up the kids today? I know you're headed to the gym and you have some errands to run, but I just got called into a meeting. Thanks, babe. Oh, you may need to stop for gas, too.
Stop for gas? Since switching to Sol, we have lots left in the tank.
At Sol, we're on a mission to give you great fuel economy for all life's journeys. So enjoy the journey. Choose Sol Go Further fuels.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is VinceClean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then VinceClean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement, or paint? VinceClean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. VinceClean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. VinceClean, 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 the best in service.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good, it's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors.
Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up.
Reliability, convenience, and variety.
Richardson Motors is your number one stop.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% Intention. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent Johns, a supermarket for you and me.
Air filters, oil filters, fuel filters, disc pads and brake shoes, clutch disc, pressure plates, rotor plates, engine parts, fan belts, timing belts, oil seals, spark plugs, radiators, radiator hoses, water pumps, universal joints, suspension parts, KYB Japanese shocks for Toyota, Nissan and Suzuki, tie rods, rack ends, ball joints. You can also get accessories, cleaning supplies, polishes, titanium tint, black tint, Valvoline motor oils, Toyota and Honda motor oils, transmission fluids, Michelin wiper blades, headlights, corner lights, HID kits, HID bulbs and ballast, LED bulbs, and much, much more can be had at Automax Auto Parts. Automax goes the extra mile and spend the extra dollar to ensure that you get first quality Japanese auto parts. Come see the difference at our showroom opposite the basketball court in Camden Park. Call us at 458-2000 or 529-2070. Visit us on Facebook, Automax Auto Parts. Drive the extra mile to get the best first quality auto parts.
Please note that we open on Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I passed by a brethren the other day. If you see he plays rat and cockroach racing, mosquito fighting one another for come knee in your ears, and the amount of woodlights I see, I had to wonder if them been in the wood with no attack and build the ark. I said, bye. Call Flick.
For the eradication of pests, Flick is your answer. Before and after construction of your domestic and commercial buildings, Flick uses environmentally safe chemicals. And keep washrooms fresh with the Aroma Odor Control and the FemCare Sanitary Disposal Systems. Call Flick Pest Control today at 457-1857 or click www.flickpestcontrol.com.
Memorial Funeral Home is dedicated to meeting the needs of our customers. We go above and beyond to ensure satisfaction and convenience. That is why we are extending our services to the diaspora. Working with Caribbean Funeral Home in New York. Burial packages can now be completed in New York to cover burials in St. Vincent. And likewise, packages can be made in St. Vincent to cover burials in New York. Caribbean Funeral Home is located on 1922 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. Call their office at 718-444-1818 or WhatsApp at 347-925-9557 or 347-231-5410. For more information, call our local office at 458-8888. Memorial Funeral Home. Quality, convenience, and affordability.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
Central Leewood, get ready to turn up the vibes. It's the Mix and Mingle 4.0 boat ride to Miro. It's happening Sunday, July 13th aboard the MP Gemstar.
This election, I want to tell you one thing. One thing. You see, we Vinci, the red one. You see, we're not voting you.
Pleasant good morning to listeners of Nice Radio and in particular listeners of the New Times program. Let me first of all apologize for the late start. We had some circumstances beyond our control, we say sometimes. I just want to start the program by reading the usual Psalm 1, and then we'll take it from there. Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the path of sinners, nor sit in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And in his law he meditates day and night. He shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bring forth its fruit in its season, whereas that bring forth his fruit in season, whose leaves also shall not wither, and whatsoever he does shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the craft which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord know the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. That's our reading this morning. Pleasant good morning again to each and everyone. Today, Thursday, and just to let you know, we will have by link Brother Conroy Huggins will be joining us by link. Well, he's already on the link, so we're going to bring it in as soon as possible. Just to remind you of a couple things, events coming up that are very important, and you should take a note. For example, we start with the North Leeward NDP Village meeting, and this is at Spring Village, all right? Spring Village today, 10th of July, 7 p.m., and you can come out and hear our leader, Dr. Godwin Friday. He will be there. And the next representative for North Leeward, Dr. Kishan Shallow, will be there also. We could expect to hear from Eastern George candidate Lavon Gibson Velox, Central Leeward, Conroy Huggins, he think turn up. And he, as I say, will be on with us by link this morning. And also Katisha Cupid, West St. George. So that's tonight at meeting in Spring Village, among other speakers. So you can go out to hear that meeting, all right? Because remember, Carnival finish, we into full mode. And keep in mind that on Friday, yes, this Friday, North Windward Village meeting at Cartel at Kali's shop, 7 p.m. again. And you can come out there and hear usual speakers and representative for that area next. It'd be Senator Chevron John. So tonight, Spring Village, North Leeward, and tomorrow night, Cartel, Carly Shop, North Windward. Okay, so you have those two meetings. I'll give you more information and others as we go along. So you can look forward to those. Let me just get some things organized and get you in and also get Brother Conroy in. All right, so just get some things fixed. Gravy Train, Mazak, on the Calypso Monarch competition. I know you would have won, but I didn't know they would have given him it. Let me put it down with that song. So while we waiting Brother Conroy to join us, let me see if I get a link for Senator John also.
Sound the horn, sound the horn. Hey. Sound the horn, sound the horn. This election, I don't care who call me to face. I campaigning to get a gravy train space. I out in my red, I even painting the street. Hotting up the head of some them Calypsonians and meat. And bitch tell me who put me so down dead already. It's been make them wicked pirates have the train hijack. I'm making him laugh. I must be a comedy. Give him 6 reasons why we should float them back. I say reason number 1. If you see me, us in the brain, I can't find a reason. I feel shame. But you know the conductor will love to explain. It's 24 years, he conducting the train. Happy jobs, if I borrow them fellas' brain. They riding high, and we can't sustain. He said, and I quote, if you put them back there again, no more gravy left on the gravy train. Song the horn, cho-cho. Song the horn, cho-cho. Ooh, Ebony call me bandit, well that nearly start a brawl. I put me in the train for more, and he have nothing at all. Marshy tell me sit down and wait, we can't afford that. Things so hard in this place, woman selling cat. Then Zion I say, the conductor raping the country. They mash up the land, and all of them pocket fat. He's so brave, he gon' kill them politically. The train full of hypocrites, why he should vote them back. I say, reason number 2. If you see me, us in the brain, I can't find 2 reasons. I feel shame. I tell them after this runs, the conductor son go rain. Like all your asses are sabotage the train. Patches say the kingdom must come down when the bell ring. He never see no mess. They have no shame. He said, and I quote, Father and Son is the same. No damn gravy left on the gravy train. Song the horn, cho-cho.
Yeah, so that's Bazak, Calypso Monarch 2025, also 2024 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Gravy train. And we know how that's all right. So please standing by. We'll be joined soon if you're following us on the stream or otherwise by let me see. I got in somebody. Somebody saying, good day, but I think it is fitting to recognize that yesterday was the 11th anniversary of the passing of the irreplaceable E.G. Lynch. Well, thanks for that information. Didn't put it together. Thanks. Yes, can't forget E.G. Can't forget E.G. at all, right? Let's see. Senator Johnny, you hearing me loud and clear?
I am hearing you. I'm not sure if you're hearing me.
Okay, I'm hearing you now.
Oh, great.
All right, so good. Yes, good morning. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, it's strange to say good morning.
Yes.
Yes, it's good to be here, Bert. And, sometimes the constraint of traveling to Kingstown. But we are happy for the technology where I can still join and be online and uh, any issues that are affecting the country and giving you the plans and policies of the party that we represent here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the New Democratic Party, under the leadership of Dr. Godwin Friday, and a team that is ready to govern St. Vincent and the Grenadines, a team that is ready to deliver to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. After years in waiting, we have already analyzed the situation in St. Vincent, and we know that we will deliver. We will be a better government. We will be one that will not have broken promises, but one that will deliver clearly to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So we want to thank God for bringing us this far. And I want to say good morning to you, Bert. Let me say good morning first. I don't know if I said good morning already. But it's always a pleasure to be in studio with you or online. And good morning to the listening audience, to my friends who are there, the elderlies in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, those who have served our country well and may be in bed now or maybe just finding something to do as a pastime. I want to say good morning to you, to the Honorable Monty Roberts, to the Mrs. Ruth Woods, to Mr. Shara Batiste, who have given up themselves to run as candidates for North Windward prior to my entry into politics. I want to thank you for for you putting up yourself as to give a service to the people, and I know you would have done well. And we continue to work together hand in hand so that we can build St. Vincent, build a better place for us to live. I want to shout out and let me express first of all condolences to those who have lost loved ones. And Bert, as you know, my good friend, Miss Ruth Franklin, Ruthie,
Yes.
she passed last week, and I would really miss her. She has been one who welcomed me into the political sphere, and as part of the New Democratic Party, she was a stalwart for this party in North Windward. She knew everyone by name within her area, and it's someone you could have relied on when you're having your fundraising, when you're having any activity. And I know she was there for me from the time I entered into politics. She was there. Whenever I passed through Caratal, I had to go there and I would sit and get my updates, and then I go out into the community, and I would really, really, really miss her for her love and compassion and everything that she has done. I would really miss her. And I want to really extend condolences to the family, and I know by extension the BDS family and a number of persons in the diaspora whose lives she had touched. During her last days, I went there by the hospital, and they were saying she's not responding as we want her to. So I went there and I said, "Mommy Ruth," and she said, "Hi." I said, "You know who's speaking to you?" She said, "Yes, that's my girl Siobhan," and everybody was surprised because she wasn't responding before, and I feel good because I know through right down, she had my interest at heart, and I really would miss her. But God knows best, and she's no longer with us. And I went to the family, and I already extend my condolences, and I want to do it publicly here to the family of Miss Ruth Franklin, and by extension, the New Democratic Party's family in North Windward. I want to also express condolences to the family of Mr. Andy Billy, another stalwart for the New Democratic Party in North Windward. He never missed a meeting unless he's sick. And just on Father's Day, I had an event, and he came there very happy, very joyous, and I was really happy to see him. I got a photo up with him, and we spoke, and he was really ready to see a change of government. But we missed him, and I said to his spouse, we have to win this election for these people. We must win it. It's not a if or what. We have to go hard and win this election. So I want to extend condolences, and to all those whose name I may not have called, but you have lost a loved one. May God bless you during this time, and may you find that comfort. To those who are celebrating, happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy graduation. But graduation time has been a time of glamour and flair, even for the little ones coming out of early childhood. I went to a graduation in Sandy Bay with the Sandy Paul preschool, and I was amazed, and I had to really commend the teachers for the wonderful job, the exceptional job that they have done with those little ones. And for those who are coming out of high school, your journey has just begun, and I know that you will be under new government if it's September, October, November, December, you will be under new government. And I want to tell the youth, there is hope. There is hope in the New Democratic Party. For those of you who have not yet registered, but you have turned 18, if you're celebrating your birthday, remember to go out and get registered. In other words, because a lot of people ask, what do you mean when you say to get registered? Is it something different from your ID card? And I would say no. When you're 18, get a copy of your birth certificate and your original certificate. Listen out for the registration days when the registration officer will be at the various centers to get your ID card. Your ID card will give you a voter's number. It means, therefore, that when you get that, you are registered as a voter in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we expect you to carry out that civic duty. That is your responsibility, your right to vote for a government in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Remember, when you vote, no one will know who you vote for. Your vote is a secret thing. It is placed on a ballot paper, and that is secret. When you go into the booth and you cast your X, you mark your X, you mark your tick, you put your marking on it. All right? When you fold it, nobody, young people who are voting for the first time, nobody will know who you voted for. It is you alone, unless you want to tell somebody. But putting the X on the ballot paper, nobody. Don't let them come and fool you with anything to say, I will know who you vote for. No, 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 no. You fold your ballot paper, the registration officer will stamp it when you come out. Make sure you are there to see that that ballot goes into the ballot box folded. You dip your hand in the ink and you leave the polling station. That is how easy and simple it is, and how you will cast your vote for the NDP. Make sure you put it next to the key. That is the symbol of the NDP. And I'm wearing a key here, so you can see it there if you are viewing online. All right? So I'm encouraging all of you. If your ID card is expired, you can also go and renew your ID card if it is expired. And remember also, if you are a returning citizen, you must be in the country for 6 months before you go and renew your ID. All right, we will get more of that as time progresses. This is just the beginning of the voting process, and how nobody would know how your vote is secret. Okay, so we will get more of that as we go into more sessions on this station and on this program. I also want to big up the young men, young women, single mothers, and those who now have to fight for school supplies, basically. You know, we are at the end of the term. For those who have done well, those who have passed their exams, let me congratulate you, going up into a new class. And know that now the cost is on parents. But when we say cost, we no longer, as someone brought to my attention, when your child was in grade 1, you would pay $100, $100 and something for textbook. They move up to grade 2, you're paying $200 and something for textbook. You go up to grade 3, you're paying $300 and something for textbooks. And so it progresses. So I know that there will be a burden, and with inflation, we know that things are going to be real rough for our people, especially those who are not working. And I do hope that, you know, there will be measures in place. I know from my angle, we normally, from our fundraising, give back to needy persons. From our fundraising, we have little vouchers that we give to persons in need. And we have done it over the past 4 years, and we will continue. Not much, because we are not in a position to give to everybody. But I know persons who have already asked, and we are really ready to give whatever little we can. And if we can get other assistance, we will be able to do even more. You know, in this day and age, you must help in whatever way you can, because we know this current economic situation of persons in our country and in my part of the communities. And I know, you know, things are going to shape up. This is election time. We are in full gear. Tonight, actually, we will be in North Leeward, Spring Village, for that big meeting with Dr. Shallow and the team. And I'm encouraging everyone to come out and support Dr. Shallow. Hear the words of the NDP, hear the policies. We have been saying it. We have been on Facebook. We have been word of mouth. We have been on the ground. We have been in the air. We have been telling you this message from the NDP, that our policy, our plan is to create jobs and provide a healthier economy for the people and for you all in St. Vincent. On Friday, all roads lead to Caratal at College Gap, College Shop, that area, Caratal, where North Windward will be having their village meeting. So Caratal, Spring Village, Dixon, Lanley Park, Bay Road, Sandy Bay, Overland, Fancy Owia, Magum, come on out. Come down to Cali shop in Caratal and you will hear the message again from the New Democratic Party. We are asking North Central, which is our neighboring constituency, to come up and hear your very own Chieftain Neptune, young, harmonizing, ready to serve you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And you can't have a better team. Nowhere you look around can you have a better team than the team that the New Democratic Party, Dr. Godwin Friday, has carefully put together for this election. And you have seen us working. You have seen us in action at every level, whether it be disaster, even though we did not have the mill, the money to work. We lend a hand, we lend an ear, we listen to you, and we do whatever little we can. That is what representation is all about. Representation is not just coming on the scene and thinking that, yes, I'm going to be handed this, and I will do what I can in carrying out what was done before. No, you have to come in with the passion. You have to love the people. You have to ensure that you resonate with those around you. But the New Democratic Party's team members have been going into their constituencies, into the villages, and have been showing that they are concerned and that they have the care for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And all we're asking you is to give us the opportunity to serve you. That's all we are asking you. Give us that opportunity. When you go into the polling station, the New Democratic Party is the only thing you should see. The key is the only thing you should see to vote for. Thank you, Lord.
Definitely,
That's a mouthpiece.
Thank you, Senator. I'm hoping that Brother Huggins will join us also. But just to
Yes,
reinforce tonight,
he's here.
Oh, you're there.
I've been with you before you came on.
No, but my bad, because I was looking to see by camera, so that's why I didn't realize that you were there.
Yeah. I'm not able to join my camera today, but I'm here, Bart.
Okay,
so you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. So good morning to you. Good morning, Senator John.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning to all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Quite a lot has taken place over the last couple of days. We know that we just ended Carnival somewhat. The major climax points in terms of Monday, Tuesday. Some activities are still going on. But we know right now for us, we're ready. And it doesn't really matter what Mr. Man does from here on. We are in the driving seat and we will continue to be there. So good morning to you all, and good morning to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good morning to the constituents of Central Leeward, all the way from Belisles, Wallilobu, Curtains, Barley, Peters Hope, Layu, Bucament, wherever you are. Good morning to you. There's some people I want to give some special shout out to. I'll do that later on. But just to announce that unfortunately, the boat ride which we had planned from Central Leeward standpoint to take place this Sunday, sadly it has to be postponed. We've been having some challenges, so the boat has indicated that they have had some issues, and as a result, they're not able to do the trip. So that's a situation beyond our control, and as a result, we have to postpone the event. It's just about 24-48 hours before that, So last night we had a meeting, and we decided that we wouldn't be able to go ahead, and from the ticket sales, the decision was to refund persons who have already paid for their tickets, and if we are able to do it at a later date, we will make the announcement and proceed. But it was felt best that we took the approach that we did. So just want to inform persons, and I want to apologize publicly to persons who are looking forward. Some persons have reached out and expressed their disappointment, but we let them know that it's a situation beyond our control, and as such, that's not much that we can do about it. But we look forward to other events, other activities, and we will still look forward to a boat ride in the future. And once that is decided on, and we get all clearance, we will inform about it. So sorry for those from the diaspora who came in for Carnival and who are looking forward to going to Myro on Sunday. We do apologize. So just want to state that first and foremost. But to our listeners, I know they had ran a couple of times this morning because it's already in the cycle. But we just want to put that out there. Um, some unfortunate situation have been taking place, but the issue yesterday at the credit union. But before that, just want to extend condolences to the family of Johnny Chambers. Is a young lady from Barley who died a couple of weeks ago. I know her parents pretty well, and her uncles and I, went to school. I know the family very well. Her grandparents I know very well. Her grandmother is deceased, but know the father pretty well, and all the other siblings who are here and overseas. So, want to extend condolences to the family of Johnny Chambers. Also, Uncle TD, a guy I know very well from Curtains Hill. Um, he was found dead in his house recently, yesterday. Duddy Dixon, we know him as TD, someone who I know very well, grew up, was visited our home quite a lot. He and my grandfather were very good friends. And from time to time, he would have been at our shop. We had a shop in the yard. So, he was always around. And I know TD very well. So, I want to extend condolences to, relatives, loved ones, and persons who are mourning at this time. But the situation yesterday that shocked St. Vincent and the Grenadines and literally shocked the world, because when I saw it for the first time, it was on our Central Leeward chat group, and it was so sad to discover later on in the evening that the young man who died is someone that I know very, very well. Young man from Glebe Hill in Barley, who's presently, well, was presently living overseas, and came home for graduation of his son, and went to do business at the credit union, Kingston Corporate Credit Union, and over some simple altercation or misunderstanding, we had this unfortunate situation yesterday that literally shocked the world, and shocks in Vincent, and we are all today still in disbelief, in the way in which this young man, just 47 years of age, lost his life so sadly, and in such a tragic manner. So I want to extend condolences to his mom, Mary Gloucester. I know Mary very well. Mary is a popular vendor in Kingstown. Mary is a very popular personality in her vending, and has been vending for quite a number of years. She will tell she's always on the grind and so forth. So to Mary and the rest of the family circle, the Gloucester family of Barley, we extend condolences to you with this unfortunate situation. I'll do the necessary follow up with the family. And interestingly, Bert, Shanad, the young man who lost his life yesterday, he
Mm.
reached out to someone last week and actually told them that he wanted us to link with me, and they gave him my number, but he actually didn't call us yet, and we were looking forward to actually connecting with him, and unfortunately, that is not going to be able to take place. For other persons who may have lost loved ones, we want to extend condolences to you. Yeah. Also, but want to
Uh,
send out good morning to our dear brother Ben Exeter. He was with us yesterday in our meeting, and that was really good to get his support, himself and his dear wife, giving us all the support that they can. Um, Good morning to Brother Norrell Hall. Those are former candidates for the NDP in Central Leeward, and also to our brother Herbert Young. We want to wish them all the best. My brethren Spready and all the others in Curtains, Woody and all the guys in Leo, Keisha and all the others in Bookament. Special good morning to you all. Brother Jerry Scott, Carlisle Dugan, former Prime Minister and the Muses, and all the others who served us well. Good morning to you. Um, but it is really a sad morning. Just processing and reading the newspaper articles last night about the death of this young man. So it's pretty shocking, sad, and we just want to let the family know that we are with them, and we will continue to support them, in whichever way we are able to. And the community of Barrel we're pretty resilient and we're very supportive. So we will all join together to support Mary and the rest of the family. Thank you,
thank,
Board. Those are my opening comments.
thanks for the opening. All right, just 2 minutes to 12, but we're going straight through and one until we take the break. So we coming out of the carnival season. Um, Not everybody is into the actual activities. I know some persons use the occasion for picnics or church activities and so forth, but we're into what we call now the change season, the season of change. And I know everybody's looking forward to that. As they say, the thing turn up. So we can really look forward to that. So we ready?
Ready, ready, ready. All gear up, ready, ready for the action.
Well, I mean, we are so ready, but that you could see based from the opening comments that Senator John made. Tonight we will be as a team in Spring Village in North Leeward, and tomorrow night we will be in North Windward with Senator John. Those two events are taking place on the heels of the end of the festive season in terms of the carnival, and it shows how ready we are. So I saw something about somebody saying that they had the hand over the red button, and if you push them, they go push it.
Yes,
We just asking you push it
yes.
because we're ready. I mean, St. Vincent cannot wait to see the back of these people. But I tell you, the change is ripe. People are calling for the change. As someone said to me earlier, it's like they have been trying to play catch up. I'm hearing that for South Windward, they're looking to select, elect, or finalize a candidate from since last year, sometime next week. I mean, so when you talk about ready, but I mean, Dr. Friday and the NDP, we have demonstrated our readiness that before the end of 2024, Doc has put a full team of 15 candidates to contest the 2025 elections. And now we are, 7 months into 2025, and we are as ready can be. So when you ask that question, but Senator John will let you know she is as ready Dr. Shallow will tell you the same thing, and essentially, well, the thing turn up. So right now, man, we are just ready. We are just ready to roll. So tonight we're gonna be having an amazing time in Spring Village, with Dr. Shallow, myself, um, Sister Lavon Velox, Brother Kashaka, Cupid, Kish himself, and Dr. Friday. And I think Zayana is going to be doing a special or something like that too. So, I mean, the thing turn right up, man. The thing turn right up.
In Northwind, what we have been ready since 2020. The day after the election, we were ready again to roll.
I like that,
And,
Senator.
the passion is there. We want to really see good representation in our constituencies, and we know that we have the team that will provide that representation. And I say to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, just look, just give us the opportunity, and you will not, you would want, you would question yourself as to why didn't I give these people the opportunity since long time ago, you know. Brother Conroy came on scene and he just took off. It just shows you who is it that really care for the people, who is it that will be there for you through your thick and your thins, who will be there for you. And we know we have persons in the New Democratic Party with that heart who will be there for you at all times and will try their best to deliver. Deliver. That's what we want to do. Deliver to you. You know? But many people would question, and I say to people, I don't make promises. I don't want to make promises to anyone. But I know when I get there, the leadership qualities in me will allow me to deliver to the people. We have a leader who will look out for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, not only a portion or a section of the population. He will look out for everyone. And we have persons within who will be in cabinet to ensure that that takes place.
Definitely. And go ahead, Conrad. Go ahead.
Yeah. But I was just gonna add to what Senator just said there. But the thing about it, the 2025 elections, I've said it's an election for the future. The decision that people have to make is, do we stick with the past or do we move forward? Are we gonna hold on to 25 years and hold on to the past, or do we look for a brighter future with fresh hope, with new vision and renewed energy? And this is exactly what this team has brought to the nation. We have presented ourselves as the alternative for governance in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And for 2025, the general consensus throughout the constituencies, throughout the country, I mean, everywhere you go. Yesterday, last night, my young dems, they were actually saying that to me, that when they're in the vans, whether going to town or coming from town, and they just listen to the conversations, what people are saying, it's time, it's time, it's time. And even for the persons that they're trying to hoodwink, in terms of providing resources specifically for election purposes, to basically get a vote, even those people who are getting whatever they get, they are saying, yes, we're gonna take, because it is our resource, it is the people's resource. But people have come to that point of consciousness now where they're saying, it's time, it's enough, and it's time for them to go. And what is so refreshing is the team of the NDP. I've always talked about it with the blend of experience and youth. And it's not just youth who are naive, it's youth who came well qualified, well certified, well experienced, in different fields, right? We are not all lawyers, right? We are not majority lawyers. So we have different areas of intellect, different areas of training, which now brings that diversity towards service, which is so lacking. And we're definitely going to that period which we have gone through, that dispensation of one manism, where you have one man speaks for everybody, one man decides for everybody, one man has to vet everyone else, and that one man seems to become Lord over everyone, and literally came to describe himself as controlling every square inch of the state. What the NDP is presenting here is an alternative to collective governance, is an alternative to moving St. Vincent and the Grenadines forward. And we will hear more about the four pillars for economic growth and development: agriculture, the blue economy, the new economy, right, and tourism. I mean, we have been expanding in these. We've been talking about the five priorities, right, that the people themselves have identified. And number one in those five priorities is jobs, job creation, right? The need for better paid jobs, right? Whether through self-employment or getting work through the government system, or from our standpoint, putting the policy framework and the means and the mechanism so that the private sector itself can enable that expansion of growth in the economy and more and better paid jobs coming into effect. So, I mean, when you look at what the NDP is offering, Bert, for 2025, it's just an amazing team, Dr. Friday and his leadership has been able to put together, and as a result, the people looked at it, and the people are saying, this is it, this is it. We are going to give them the opportunity to govern. And the guy knows it, the guy knows that right now his history. um, I'm learning of things that they're planning to do to kind of consolidate in North Windward, to consolidate in North Leeward, to consolidate in South Windward. And I'm hearing that they're saying, well, Central Leeward, the people in Barley, they came through two estates, the Peters Hope estate and the Wally Labo estate. So they have an estate mentality, and they see them as peasants, and that's how they actually see us. So when the poverty assessment report of 2018 declared that after that period of governance, 17 years of governance of this administration, 16, 17 years of governance of this administration, that Central Leeward, Barely to be specific, has the highest level of poverty. And the Prime Minister himself will tell you that we have extreme and indigent and genteel poor. A lot of that now is in Barley. And what they're saying, as much as they have lost grounds throughout the constituency, they're saying we have sufficient money to provide to the people, we have sufficient materials to give to the people, and the people of Central Leeward, basically, they have been such peasants that we will be able to win them no matter what. So they're looking forward to come and drink rum with the guys, play domino and hoodwink them. The people told me that's what they have done over the years. But what they're saying in Barley right now, Sister John and Bert, is that is a thing of the past. The people in Barley are saying now we have our own and we are going to hold on to our own. So right now, for Curtains and Barley, the people are saying they holding their own. And then those in Leyu and Bukomen, they are saying we're giving the Bagaman this opportunity because our guys, they have been there for over 30 years and they have not delivered for us. You look at the jetty in Leyu, you look at the police station in Leyu. I mean, I talk about these at length. You look at the playing fields in Leyu and Bukomen. I mean, don't allow me to go on to Barley. Just in Leyu and Bukomen. And the people are saying, no, it has been enough and it is time for
Definitely,
change.
because I was going to comment even during this the carnival time, and you try to I say, okay, let's enjoy ourselves. every other person they meet, making sure give you some comments. Hey, you ready? Time to go. Let's get this thing going because I think the general mood in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and not from a NDP perspective, but from people are tired, they're fed up, they
Yes.
want a better life. They have
Yes.
seen that other countries things are better, and the opportunities here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for better. And we just need to make that change.
Yes.
And Senator, you raised the point there, and I want to just go back on it briefly, which is the fact that the registration, because that is one of the things that held me up this morning in terms of registration, and it costs. I mean, you have to pay, and I'm not knocking the institutions, but they have
But you're referring
yes,
to school
yes,
registration, right?
yes, and there's a cost for almost everything, and by the time it add up,
Yes, I
yeah,
think you need to make
mm.
that clear because persons might be thinking
Registration for electoral.
electoral
No,
registration
I
process. So
okay,
maybe you
because
need to
Voter
make that point
registration.
clear.
so raise the issue of so school registration I'm talking about, and the fact that all these costs add up, and one of the things that the New Democratic Party has made clear is that they will revisit or visit the whole system to see how they can help, how they can make life easier for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because time you add that and then the book.
Yes.
We have a history with the book loan scheme.
Yes.
The money, the idea came from Honorable Adam Eustace and come forward is that there would have been money put into the scheme every year so that there would be books available and reasonably condition books. Let me put it that way. I saw some people today just refuse because the cards that were available were just not there, and then the different costs. You want to
You see,
speak to
but
that?
what
Cynthia?
happened when programs are coming out of other people's ideas? They are just pushed there to say we have done it. But with respect to the book loan scheme, that came out of the NDP and Honorable Anim Eustace. And he had an idea as to where that trajectory where he wants to take the book loan scheme. Uh, However, did not get the opportunity, and then somebody came and they took it, uh, not knowing exactly where it should go, not consulting. So we have this dilemma now. And, a lot of parents still have to go and purchase books. A lot of our parents, their children still come to school. When I was in the system, their children came to school without books because they either don't have the $50 to pay for the books, or what is given is just minimal. Probably 2 3 books they get, and they will tell you they're on the book loan scheme, they're waiting for the others. So especially when it comes to the English literature books, that is not given on the book loan scheme, because I think every year or every other year the books change. uh, and I know the school that I was teaching in at the time had a lot of issues with children acquiring the English B books. And what can the teacher do? Some teachers try to put children out of class because they don't have the books. But it's not something I ever really entertained, because it is not the children's fault. Parents can't buy the book sometimes. I mean, we as teachers, sometimes you look further and you say, oh, their priorities are wrong, etc. But we don't know what is in their pockets, and children shouldn't be left to suffer because of that. If resources were in the schools, maybe the teacher may have been able to just print that page. We know the copyright laws, but at least just print that paragraph that they can use, or have a projector or something where where these things can be done. And then we know, even after that, the New Democratic Party stated in one of its manifestos that, hey, we're going to deliver the one laptop per child. And
Mhm.
on that laptop, we are going to put the books, e-books, on. We are going to buy that program so that children can have access to e-books. And we were hoping that, that would have um, lessened the problem that we have in our system. But again, we were not given the opportunity, and here we are with that big dilemma. I really hope that come 2025, people wake up and know that, we want a future that will happen, not one that is they're still dreaming, not one that will never happen. We want one that will happen for the people and for your children. I said to people, sometimes they would tell you, I'm not voting. But I said to them, think of your child, the future that your child will have. That is what you have to think. Politics is about that. It's every day. It's an everyday life. Every time you turn around, something political. You go to the shop, 5 cents add on, 2 cents add on, 1 cent add on. That's politics because it can be controlled by laws and regulations of the ruling party. So I said to people, wake up, wake up. Let us not say that we are staying home. When the man pushed that button, and he has to push it. November 5th is the 5 year. He has up to March next year. So whether it be, what now be July, so whether it be, let's say August, September, October, November, December, we getting it. And we are ready. We are ready for it. The New Democratic Party team is ready because we are going to win this election.
Definitely, brother Organs. I'm not sure if you lost, but oh, I
Nah,
was
man,
just
I'm right
saying
here.
the importance of the change and the benefits, and I brought up that because I know, in terms of education, in terms of looking at the system and revisiting it, that was is one of the priorities of the New Democratic Party in terms of ensuring that in reality that no child is left behind. I saw, I read an article with a situation where a young man got himself in trouble, but he passed to go secondary school, never attended, and I know there are situations where a person just cannot afford. So they went through all the process, the kids passed to go to the secondary education, but they just cannot afford it. Eh?
Yeah, well, we have to look into all of these, and but it continues to, as I've said repeatedly. I mean, I've been in the system for quite a while, 15 or so years, and it was not until the draconian measures taken by this government that pushed me out. And one of the observations that I made very early in relation to the way in which the universal access to secondary education was done was that it did not really cater for those who were at the higher end in terms of the quicker students. There are some students who come into to learning later, right? We normally would say like they're slow, right? But it's not so much that they're slow. People learn differently, and sometimes their learning needs are not necessarily being met. But the way in which the system is organized, for those who do not make it initially, then they basically suffer the consequences. And what has happened over the life of this administration under the implementation of the universal access to secondary education is that the students who are the cream of the crop, who are at the highest level, they are the ones that are being celebrated and being lifted up, and they will carry on and have ceremonies and presentations and carry on. But if you go back to the days of common entrance, that cream of the crop was always there, right? So the students who excel, because you will always have a group of students who have natural abilities and will always do well, they will always be there. So what they have done is basically celebrated these, and the others are left behind. And for students who may be slower, or even those who may have gotten into some form of unfortunate situation, the way in which they have been dealt with and been left, and has become marginalized, has been very, very significant. I remember as far back as 2019, in that year, it was said 30% of the students coming into the secondary school were reading below that level for secondary school, 30%. And it was very concerning for most principals. After that year, we had COVID, the end of 2020, the early period of 2021, and we had a lot of um, challenges with the whole education system at that period, with the online, and the way in which the disruption of that happened. And then following that, we also had the volcanic eruptions of 2021 April. So we actually had quite a bit of learning lost, right? And the learning teaching experience, we had a great loss during that period of time, and that it in itself exacerbated that problem from the 30% and may have even extended beyond that. So what you find overall is that we find ourselves in a situation where quite a large number of our students, right, are functioning below their true potential. And that those for me are the ones that we also need to make preparations for. I remember in the earlier days you had the skills training, at
Yes.
the various levels that catered and assisted for that. And a lot of things were just changed to say that you created change. But in the long run, have these changes been effective, and how much of a positive difference have they made? And so one that is something that is pretty concerning. And from our end, I mean, we have the expertise among us. They normally look for outsiders every time when there is issues within to solve, and that is something that I think for us we have to guard against. We need to utilize our local knowledge. We need to utilize our local experts. We need to utilize the people who are in the system and the persons who have served in the system and may have been retired, or no longer in the system. Use their knowledge also to help bring solutions to some of these pressing problems in the education system and throughout also.
Definitely. So what I
Yes,
want to
Lord.
do, give you, if there's any particular issue you want to raise, or constitution, anything in the constituency, then we go to the lines, interact with the callers. So I don't know if there's any particular area you want to raise, or you want to go straight to callers. Center, anything? Mm.
Well, from
Go
my
ahead, go
end,
ahead, Conrad.
oh, sorry. Well, from my end, I would like to just touch on agriculture. Um, we Dr. Friday has presented his vision for development of agriculture and fisheries, separating those that those two portfolios, into two different ministries. And over what, we're going 25 years of this administration, and the issue of agricultural census births. One of the things that we have noted about this administration, they have been very inconsistent when it comes to data and data capture, right? Population, housing and population census win over the years, have been every 10 years. And during the NDP time, that has been consistent. You will get those census being done, agricultural census. You get the data to inform where things are at. Because the truth is, you will have issues and not everybody will be able to make it and so forth. So there might be some issues of poverty here and there. But when you have genuine data, you could identify where the problems are, and then you could put in the solutions. With this administration, what they have generally done, try to avoid the reality of the data or the real data. So anytime data is being captured that doesn't suit their fancy, doesn't suit their narrative and their agenda, they try to now shaft that data. And we have seen that over the life of this administration, right? Um, I am learning now that the agricultural census, which has been long overdue for the entire life of this administration, and now they're coming to the end of their term in office. They've been trying to push it through in 2025 before the elections are called. And I am learning now, Bert, that the agricultural census, which they recently announced that is taking place, I'm learning now that it has been pulled. Do not have the details as to what is happening as yet, but from all indication, that has been pulled, and the results of it we don't know, because they've been having some issues. I don't know. They seem not to know what they're doing, which is generally the case. So as it stands right now, the agricultural census, I think it was agriculture and fishery census that they said that they were doing, which is something that should have been done at least 2 3 times on in the life of this administration, has never been done. Received support and funding for it repeatedly, and they have just not gotten anything done. So the question is, what is happening there, and where is that? And from my information, that has been shelved again, and it shows gross incompetence on their path. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again: gross incompetence at that level. And this is one of the reasons why we also need a change. We need to create greater efficiency in how government functions and how things get done. So that is one of the things that I also want to flag. Another thing that I heard that is literally on the ground is the whole medical marijuana issue. When Patel talked about that back in 2010, 2015, they ran with it, went all over the place, and basically just made it something that benefited foreigners and local cronies, and the local people who suffered, who went to prison, who were beaten, haircuts, all form of humiliation that the people went through, they have not benefited. And to date, they are still going to prison, while the high and mighty, along with their collaborators, enablers, and partners, are actually selling the same thing, which they say is medicinal. They say it's not recreational, but they're selling it now for
Yes.
recreational purpose, for medical use, which is kind of confusing. And they are the ones now who are benefiting, and the average people are not benefiting. So when you look at what is happening overall, it's like we the people are not benefiting from what is happening. So they only look at us as peasants, where they could give us handouts, and we should be eternally grateful for the little handouts. Senator John, I do not know if it has happened up in your constituency, but I heard as soon as Carnival was done and they did the public assistance, they added $175 to the people's funds, reminding them how good they are, how much they love them, and they told them that's 175 is to help with your light bill. So make sure you put it on your light bill. I heard some people went to take out and they put it on the cards, and when they went, they could only get the 160, because at the bank, you cannot get the 5 and 10
Yeah,
notes. You have
true.
to get it in 20s. So they basically keep back 15. So these are some of the things that are taking place, and some of the reasons why generally this change is so necessary. But more so, as I said at the beginning, people are calling for this change. People are desirous of this change. It is not about us, it is about the people, and the people are saying the NDP is the alternative that they are going to trust for 2025. And we have made ourselves available. We will continue to so do. and we will do our utmost to deliver for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Definitely. Thank you.
Well
Santa
said,
going to.
but our situations are the same when it comes to agriculture and tourism and the blue economy, forestry, fisheries, also the new economy. So we have the same situation that we are faced with in.
Santa, just take the mic up a bit for me,
Oh,
please.
sorry.
Thanks.
Yes, we have the same situation that we are
Thanks.
faced with in agriculture, and I smiled when Brother Conroy spoke of the agriculture and fisheries census that was supposed to have been completed. You know what took place is that when you ask questions in Parliament, the answers that you get, they come and they boast and they brag that they're going to get it done. And if you listen to last Parliament, many of the questions that were asked when it comes to completion of roads, getting roads started, getting roads done, getting projects started, getting projects done, you heard the deadline or the beginning, July 2025 or August 2025. And we know for sure that is just bare talk. Because had you not asked the questions, nothing, you would not have gotten a July 2025 or an August 2025. And one such is the project that Dr. Friday asked about, the fisheries project in Owia and Chateaubilay. And we heard the big brag and boasting that work will be done and we would have the fisheries centers up and running by December 2025. We know that budgetary allocations were done for this fisheries center on many occasions. And why is it now it is in such a state? We have had that, so we know that the agriculture census, fishing census, projects started in terms of renovations and so on. What this government is known for, because it's election time, they run and they push all the projects to say we have started and give us time to complete. But we know better. Our people have learned. Our people have learned well. And I know that they will not be persuaded by this any longer. So these things are just show. They're just show. They are not really what this government will actually complete during the term that has been given to them.
Definitely. It's 12:24 as we continue on the New Times program. I know some persons are trying to get in. You can probably call now. You should be able to. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. All right, but no problem in taking the calls, right? But if you do not have a call, let me just say something quickly on what Senator John's talked about in reference to the roads. We are seeing a lot of that happening, and it's like a mad rush. But it's all as a result of the pressure that they have been under. So they are trying to at least resonate with constituents in the different areas. In my constituency, for example, they're doing the same thing since they heard of me and after I was officially announced. They're literally going crazy trying to at least show the people of Barley and Central Leeward that they have done a little at least before the election. But right now it's just little too late. And even there's a lot, it's just too late, right? But something, Senator John, that I want to bring your attention to. Most of those roads, those signs that they have, the signage about the rehabilitation projects for roads, there is something very, very interesting and particular about those signs that a lot of people may have not paid attention to. But as a project manager, I pay close attention to details. And one of the first things you learn in projects is that a project, it has a defined time, start time, and a defined end time. That's what makes it a project, because a project is not to be ongoing. You may have programs that are going on for a period of time, but not a project. A project starts and you have a defined end date. most of those road rehabilitation projects that you see being the signs all over the country, and I've made note of them throughout the country wherever they have them. There is no start time and there is no end time on most of them. And one of the other things that you will notice on those projects, there there are no cost on them, none whatsoever. And I am saying to you that has been on purpose, right? Because they know what they're doing. The intention to start, the intention to finish, they don't know when. The cost, they do not know. So they basically chigga as they go along and patch from here, patch from there, which is what one of the senators had said to us earlier in his early days. That's how they do the patch and take. They move from here, they move from there. Now they have an eloquent term that they use to justify that. They say they repurpose funds. So sometimes funds come for particular purpose, but then they remove it from that purpose and they do it for other things. They call it repurpose. And quite a lot, from my understanding, of the disaster relief monies, have been used in that very same way. So that is one of the reasons why the people of the Southern Grenadines themselves, have suffered for so long, a year on. Their recovery has been so slow and stagnated. It has been because they have been trying now to, well, they have been doing this, repurposing funds for particular constituencies to pop up, right? So, for example, I mean, essentially what I could talk a lot, but you could talk about a lot in your constituency, Sister John, as you have mentioned. But if we want to look at South Windward, the Bonham Road, I grew up in Bonham for a period of my time when I lived with my great aunt there. That road has been left totally totally abandoned under this administration, the life of this administration. And since Brother Andrew John has been highlighting and posting, then they start at the top in Calder and at the entrance on the Stubbs Highway. These are the kind of things that you're seeing. And some of these roads, sometimes they were not even budgeted for. But because of the pressure they found themselves under now with the kind of team that we have and the response from the people and the desire of the people to say, look, this is time for an alternative. We've had enough and we don't want anymore. So this is one of the things that is happening. Pay close attention, Senator. Notice the signs. If they have cost on them, and if they have defined start time and defined daytime. And it is part of the accountability problem, because if they have the duration of the project to be 3 months and then 6 months on, it's like this thing is going on. A year later, it is going on. You now will be able to say to them, well, you said this would have been done in 6 months. You give a schedule. Now, what happened? What happened? What happened? So they try to avoid that question on the timeline, and they try to avoid the question on cost. What they're doing is deliberate, and it shows how incompetent they are, right? And how unaccountable they are to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Just
Just
wanted
a
to make
second,
that
let me
point.
see. Good afternoon. Are you still holding?
Conroy, you know those White House buildings going down to Bali Day? You know those things hold up because the investor did not give them no money for this campaign this round. So they stop him from doing what he's doing, and he say he's not going to give up because he won back all his money. Since 2010, he helping them, and he's not going to help them this round. So they hold him up from doing what he's doing.
So that's the talk on the ground?
That is something we have to get facts from. So the Minister of Finance had to tell us why the project hold up.
Just for clarity, which project are you referring to again?
Okay, Cameron?
But the caller is coming over
Yeah.
very low. I'm not
Hello?
hearing him clearly.
Hello.
Yeah. They're not hearing you that clear. And I was asking what
If you
exactly
speak
were you
more into the device so we can
referring
hear him
to?
clearly.
The those hotel thing then was billing going to Barley there now.
Oh, Peter's Hope. You're talking
Yeah,
about Black Sands?
that project who
Ah,
Minister of Finance.
yes. I could talk at that
Yeah,
at length, man.
he ain't get no money
Yeah,
for
but
campaign.
hold on, Carla, hold on, right there, hold on a bit. We could speculate as to the reason why they hold up, but I don't know if we could provide proof.
But there's no
No, hold
speculation
on,
and this,
Conrad.
but it
There's
is documented.
I don't know if I could present proof that they stopped because they don't get any election contribution again. I can't. So
No, I didn't
I
hear that
can't
comment.
allow you
Sorry,
to
I didn't
go
hear that
down
comment.
that road if it's that you're going to say.
Sorry about
Okay?
that. I didn't hear that comment.
So I can't,
Okay.
if it's that you're going to say, as I said, that's speculation. I don't know if there's any facts in that. All right? But we know the project has been held up.
Oh,
Hello?
yeah. Oh, no. I didn't hear that comment earlier. I know the held up has been as a result of lack of funding. That is
Right.
what I am aware of. But in terms of that situation, I didn't hear the comment earlier. But in relation to that, I'm not aware. I mean, maybe the caller has information, but we may not have that.
Okay. Good afternoon. What's up, caller? You there?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay.
Good afternoon to the panel, Mrs. John and Mr. Huggins.
Are you
Obvious that
both hearing the caller?
Good afternoon. Yes, I'm hearing.
yes,
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Coming
it
over
is
kind of
obvious
softly.
that campaign. It is obvious that campaign is in trouble, because that of the ruling party, because let the gentleman realize that his part is his accomplishments are in deficit because he does have a whole lot to show. So what he's doing now
Mm-hmm.
is rehashing old stuff. Look,
Yep.
I grew up in a spiritual Baptist home over 60 years, since I was in single digit years. And my father was a leader in the Baptist church. They free so long with histories, they were freed by Joshua and Cato. They're the ones who took on that task. 60 years after, these guys are trying to rehash that to claim some kind of victory that they didn't accomplish. And people have to be aware of that. The man is using cunning schemes to gain relevance. Look, now I am hearing they're going to have celebration of this 1975 West Indies cricket victory. What is the relevance of that now to St. Vincent and Grenadines? The guy's depending on charade right now to look like he's doing something. So you guys keep pressing the point, man. The guy he ran out of ideas. He's running out of life. He's running out of everything. It's time for change, man. Keep pressing the point. Good
Wait,
afternoon.
caller, before you
Thank
you go, are you saying that they're having a plan to have some 50th celebrate anniversary celebration for the cricketers in St. Vincent?
Yeah, because
Since 1975 victory, yes, that's what I'm hearing now.
they say
And I read something online this morning
yes.
about
But
If I may
West
provide,
Indies has already done that.
yes, if I may provide some information, it said St. Vincent to host Caribbean biggest ever cricket festival, and this is from the minister. And from all appearance, they seem like they're going to have this cricket festival where they invite others. They're also going to honor again the West Indian greats, but it's been hosted by St. Vincent. The first question I would ask is in terms of our priorities. I think because the man we have here made a boo boo saying that West Indies was not going to honor West Indies had a big honoring celebration. He feel he must do something. That money, because if we are hosting and inviting persons, it's gonna be our expense.
Yes.
And I'm wondering at this time if this is the road we want to go. But it's a emergent story, but I'm sure we'll
But
address it.
but this
We
thing
just said
is
it when
laughable.
we just said
It's
it.
laughable.
Exactly. Whenever the NDP throws an idea out, they just jump, and because they have the resources, they can really go ahead with whatever they're doing. But it's not for the love of people.
Yeah, because they have the resources and the power.
Yes.
Because Ralph, no, he could have gone in Parliament and declared public holiday, even though the Baptist liberation has nothing to do with him. Nothing
Correct.
at all.
Correct.
Correct.
It's Joshua and Kate to set the Baptists free. We all know that. And like I said, I have first-hand knowledge of that. So when he doing those things and dazzling people mentally and psychological gimmickry, we have to call them out. Let them know that we are not sleeping. We are watching the nonsense they are doing to gain relevance. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you,
You
thank
do
you, thank
likewise,
you
Brother Bill.
very much.
Yes, thank you. And panel, Campbell himself expanded on all of that and deepened that during the NDP administration.
Okay, let me take the call on the line and see if it's there, but we'll come back to that issue that is raised.
That
Good, good,
picketing
good
is straight.
afternoon.
Yes. Boss Francois, good afternoon, sir. Hello?
Good afternoon. I'm going to say this in advance. If you're going to raise issues that to me is not progressive, I'm not going to take the discussion. Okay? I'm putting that on the table early.
Okay, can you just define not
No,
progressive?
go ahead
So
and I'll make that decision because it's a wide range.
Okay.
Go ahead and I'll make that decision.
Okay, good afternoon to your two guests, right? Okay, generally it's to the candidates I like to listen. There's a balance in their presentation. One of the questions I want to ask them, right, is okay, like for example, a couple of weeks ago, Huggins made what I consider a very good presentation on the blue economy. He touched on fisheries. He didn't go into the marketing of fisheries. I was hoping he would do that at some other time. I understand the time constraint then. But the thing is, I believe in the power of social media in political campaigns. And the presentation that they make on radio, I go to their social media page and I don't see the same content. The advantage that social media brings to political campaign is that when you post content on social media, it becomes content that you can consume, that the audience can consume at a time convenient to them, unlike radio, where there's a lot of people at work in the farm and all different activities. So my question is, why they're not taking full advantage? Why the content on radio is not being posted on social media and their social media page, so that people can consume those content? Because the more time people spend consuming NDP content, the less time they would have to consume your opponent content. And if you're not posting enough content, or the same content, better content that you're doing on radio, then so the question is why your social media page is not as active.
Just for clarity before that, you want, for example, today's program, you'd like to see the entire program on Senator John's page and also on...
No, not the entire program. Okay, take the example that I use, fisheries. I think his presentation on fisheries is the best presentation I heard on the blue economy in relation to fisheries. So that particular content, because on social media, you don't want to make your presentation to be long. Data is expensive, so you make whether you're using reels or short presentation, that you bring that content, that same content that you put on radio, because you're on radio because you think people want to hear what you have to say. I think the audience on social media is larger, more diverse. So bring the same content and even more content, because the more time people spend consuming NDP content, the less time they would have.
Okay, so I'll have them answer.
Yeah,
so you want something in addition to the live stream? Senator Brother Huggins, you wanna?
No, I just want to thank the call for his comment. I mean, at the end of the day, we have to cater for the different audiences, and it's probably a valid point, because radio is one thing, and social media has a different audience. So it's something that we just have to look into. Thank you, caller.
Let me thank the caller also for raising it, and I wish the caller, if he had that knowledge and is in full support, should have volunteered himself to do such. Sometimes we are constrained with the resources that we have, and if you see the need, that's what we are all here for, development of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So, caller, if you see the need, and as you said rightfully, the viewers are different, and you're willing to, I am ready to embrace whatever knowledge you can bring to further the campaign and to further help in the development of our country.
Hello? Okay, I think that caller is gone. But so the point is, you want to see more streaming. But I know, for example, because this program of a lot, there's extract. For example, there'll be extract from comments today or from meetings that are posted on your page and on the NDP page. So a lot of those information are available there also. But there's always room where we could expand, and I know these things are being worked on. I think we have somebody else on the. Is there somebody on the local line? No. Okay. Good.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. For the time I have been listening to my dear sister, Chevron, I hope you're doing well. And to the brother Conroy, I think you've done the New Democratic Party proud in your presentation this morning. And I'm just hoping and praying that you stay on course and that you focus on all what is happening in your constituency and enlighten, not only your constituencies, but the whole nation as such. Because we have really found ourselves in a total quagmire, if I could put it that way, where governance in this country is so deficient in my own appreciation of what they're doing. And yes, they say a drowning man will catch it at straw or any damn thing for that matter. And I get the impression that they're under tremendous pressure talking about the current regime in this country. And just to pick up, and I heard my good friend there, Bailey mention about this honoring. What is that all about? Gross disrespect as usual for authorities. We have a cricket West Indies setup, and at the current time it is headed by President Dr. Kishore Shallow. And I would hear to think that this is all in response of Dr. Shallow's attachment or his association with the opposition party in this country. I would hear to think that. I mean, because coming from a prime minister, all these negative vibes and all this confusion, as I am making it out to be, after that prestigious honoring of our 1975 cricketers in that first World Cup, which took place about 2 weeks ago, I think. You want to tell me now that we in St. Vincent and the Grenadines we are so exceptional that we have to have our own honoring ceremony to prove what? The authorities for cricket in the West Indies, unless you have no respect for them, unless what they didn't mean anything. I mean, where are we going?
Dave.
So, hello.
If I may just quickly jump in. We have daily paid workers. We have persons who did add adult education teaching. They're not.
Yes,
they have not been. They're still waiting on their money. But we now having, and just for information for those who have it, that was a release today by the Minister of Tourism.
Today?
Yes, today. And it said that they're going to have the biggest ever. Let me pray. It's getting up to host St. Vincent and the Grenadines is getting up to host what is being touted as the biggest cricket festival the Caribbean has ever seen. So we hosting, which means the expense is ours right away. And at the they said they're going to create this massive sports tourism incentive. So that's why the Minister of Tourism is fronting for it. I think this is a initiative of the sunken Prime Minister. But they're going to blend
push
the
the
tourism
tourism
initiative,
minister.
blend cricket festival culture, building. So,
well, that's why I said it like how I said it.
no,
Yes,
I
Dave, you said it
just
right.
giving you
Sense to me.
Yes.
This is clearly a political thing that this guy is trying. Huh?
Yes.
But I don't believe this is going to hold any water, so to speak, as you say.
It's going to cost money.
I think this is surely going to blop, and I would hope it blop in his face. What are we trying to prove? We can't meet our debt, and the debt now must be what, about $5 billion to the country, and people in Union Island and the Southern Grenadines still want a shelter, want their homes, to be repaired, whatever the case might be. But I don't think enough serious people in this country, and that's why I have to talk. I mean, I know I may not be recognized because I'm not a parliamentarian or a politician.
Dave, you have been speaking very well.
What is taking place in our country, and we are just making ourselves a laughing stock as far as I'm concerned for the rest of the Caribbean right now. And that's why I said a drowning man will catch at any damn thing. And this is the situation, and this is how I see the whole thing, the whole scenario playing out. And you have your Minister of Tourism, saying what he's saying, and to me, it's just an embarrassment as far as I'm concerned. I hope, my appeal to the rest of the Caribbean, all you leaders who seem to want to take people for a ride, I hope you all take stock of what's going on in our country now. Because I'm one Vincentian, I am not afraid to speak on the issues as they are making us look like real puppy show in this Caribbean area. Huh? Take up the issue with the Antiguan Prime Minister. Take it up with Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Huh? Why? Well, who stands tall for me is mere motley of Barbados. As a no-nonsense person and one who seems to understand and have respect for our Caribbean people. But I mean, I am ashamed of what we are trying to prove. What we're trying to prove? We are not the richest country in the Caribbean. We are not the most economic developed country. And next thing I hear some report about we second to Guyana. How we come second to Guyana? With what? With all this nonsensical things we are hearing about? Anyhow, to you, Chevron, you know what? I from the beginning, I've always given you my support. And you know why? Historically speaking, and that's another issue I have to bring in focus.
Another time
You
for that.
are the first female politician after the days or the early years of Ivy Inez Joshua, who was held in high esteem in that part of our country, in that constituency. And I am expecting you. I remember when you made the decision not to continue in teaching, and I'm happy that you did, and got into, politics, or get into the rail, into something that you can be more telling with in terms of administration and so on. So I have confidence in you. I think you have given a good account of yourself so far. And recognition must be given to people like you. And I therefore expect, with all your valuable contribution that your constituents, and I believe, will give you that support that you deserve. I speak with a passion here. And for me, you are the number one female candidate in the contest right now. I hope Vincentians, give you that respect and give you that vote that you truly deserve. Anyhow, before I
Thank
get
you.
carried away, thank you for having me. All the
Thank you,
best.
Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for the support always. And when Dave spoke, what he spoke about there, it's like, but I don't know if you when you were young, there used to be a game where you play a lashing game. You lick me, I lick you. I lick you, you lick me, and it never stopped. And this is what is
Because you ain't
happening
want
in
to have the
our
last slash.
yes, this is what is happening in our government now. Dr. Shallow did something as president of the West Indies Cricket Board.
But sorry, let me jump in. Before Doctor, that was he didn't realize that there was an announcement that this is going to happen, and he running his mouth, oh, they ain't doing anything. So,
Yes,
yeah, but go
yes,
ahead.
yes. And now something is being done. I must come back and do something. And I must put the tourism minister there because he's coming up against Dr. Shallow. And that last lick, and it never stopped until somebody outdo the other. And I'm sure Dr. Shallow will do that come next election.
Because and before I take it, allow me to read these few lines because the event is expected to feature players from Bangladesh, England, and the West Indies, USA, and other international cricketing nations. In a major highlight, living legend who had helped West Indies win the World Cup has accepted invitation to attend and will be honored for their contribution to cricket. They just West Indies cricket now honor them.
Yeah.
St. Vincent is going to honor them. I guess Grenada going to have another honorary, and then St. Lucia. I mean, this guy.
So what happened to our local cricketers?
I don't know. This guy is just, as you say, what lash for lash, and he just don't want to admit that he is beaten into the ground.
Yes.
And come up with these stupid things. Conroy, you was going to say something?
No, for me, as I said before, the thing is just laughable.
Let's laugh and move on.
I guess we will pick up on this. I guess we will pick up on this tonight.
Yes.
But this is just laughable. It shows a level of
Immaturity.
pettiness. It shows a level, as Keshat said in the word,
using our money.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Dave said it rightly. Everybody would see clear through it. And at the end of the day, it shows how desperate things are. So it shows how much we are in the driving seat. So I don't think we should really fight up too much with this. We are in the driving seat. The guy playing catch up, and I mean I'm certain Doc is not taking him on. We will do what we have to do. But congratulations to Doc. I've been seeing photos from that elegant event. Kashaka was there and all of that. And some people, as Sister John said, want the last lash and so forth. But at the end of the day, he will definitely get the last lash.
So with you for the break, let me just remind you, North Leeward tonight, village meeting, 7 p.m., right? Spring Village. So come on out in numbers here from our leader, Dr. Friday, and the man who's going to take North Leeward seat, Dr. Shallow, here from also from East St. George, Lavon Gibson, Velox, here from West St. George, Chisha Cupid, and also Brother Conroy will be there tonight. So that's 7 p.m. And on Friday, we move to Cartel at Calais Shop, 7 p.m. All right, so that's tonight. And then we go to North Greenwood on Friday, okay? We're going to take a break, and then we'll come right back. Conroy, just remind persons that the boat ride is off, and the reason, then we go to the break. Are you there?
Yes. Two persons, we just want to let you know, unfortunately, we had to postpone the boat ride, which was scheduled for Sunday. That's the Mix and Mingle 4 to Myro on the MV Gemstar. It has some difficulties, and as a result, we'll not be able to do the trip. So we had to postpone. Persons who already paid for tickets, we have advised that we will return the cash and collect the tickets. If persons want to make monies as a contribution to our efforts for 2025, we will appreciate that. But we also understand the times in which we are living. But we will appreciate any contributions given. But just to let persons know, that is the situation. And whenever there is a confirmed date going forward, we will make that announcement. Thank you so much for your support, and we are looking forward to bringing home Central Leeward. Right now, the thing turn up.
Thank you very much. We take the break and we'll be right back.
General Hardware still has the best prices on steel, lumber, and plywood. So go on, compare prices. And if by chance you find a better price, no stress. Just talk to the General, and they will beat that price plus give you special priority delivery. Yes, General Hardware offers free island-wide delivery on most purchases, so you never have to worry about getting your goods on site on time. Plus, shopping at General Hardware is a pleasant experience with friendly, knowledgeable staff always ready to serve. What more could you wish for, huh? So come to General Hardware for proper service, lowest prices, free delivery, and see why nobody beats the General. Nobody.
Get dinner and candles alight, popcorn for your movie night. One stop and get it right. It's that good. We've got what you're looking for. All the brands you love and more. Get everything at Massy Stores. Massy Stores is where you wanna be. We take care of you like family. We do all that we could to treat you like we should. It's that good. It's that good. That good. When you shop at Massy Stores. That good.
Massy Stores, our family serving your family.
Lewis Pharmacy. We specialize in friendly service with a personal, professional touch. Hence, we take pride in offering patient counseling on all prescription and over-the-counter products. We welcome inquiries on prescription drugs, vitamins, herbal preparation, fitness nutritional products, cough, cold, allergy, and all other health care products. For the convenience of our patients and surrounding community, we are situated uptown opposite the bus stop at Juicy Building. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Lewis Pharmacy.
Shop at Lanes where you come first. For value and quality you can trust. Lanes. For home hardware, fashion and more. The best prices at every store. A warm fancy welcome is waiting for you. At Lanes, your family store for value.
Randy Supermarket is perfect for all your grocery needs. We have a range of liquor, liqueur, and wines, fresh and quality bread, and our weekly specials will simply amaze you. Conveniently opened 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mondays to Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. We have competitive prices and friendly staff. Randy Supermarket, located at Lower Bay Street and Terrell Street. Call us at 456-2994. Randy Supermarket, where shopping is fun.
There are many cleaning companies, but there is only one company that cleans, and that is Vinci Clean. So you don't have to wait for a season. Cleanliness is enough of a reason. Just finish building your dream home and wish to move in? Then Vinci Clean is for you. Do you have oil mark where that car is parked? New tiles just laid and want to remove tile grout, cement, or paint? Vinci Clean is for you. Shampooing of chair sets, mattress, carpet, house cleaning. Vinci Clean is for you. So whatever cleaning you need and for the best prices and quality on the market, telephone 431-1360, 457-1649. Vinci Clean, Vinci Clean, Vincy Clean, the best in service.
Introducing Kitty Care Plus Picoactin Syrup and Mimglobin Liquid from Maya Organics PBT Limited. Kitty Care Plus is an optimum nutrient for growing children. It promotes physical growth and enhances intellectual performance. Picoactin Syrup has a synergistic combination of cyproheptadine and B vitamins that help to improve appetite and body weight. And Mimglobin Liquid helps to optimize growth and builds immunity. Get yours today. Kitty Care Plus, Picoactin Syrup, and Mimglobin Liquid. Available at leading supermarkets and pharmacies. Agent Bowman's Pharmacy. Call 456-2235.
Flo's prepaid customers can now unlock big bonus rewards like bonus data, prizes, and more every time you activate a 3-day prepaid plan or launcher. Activate a plan, then scratch to reveal your bonus data. Plus, get points for extra prizes. The more you activate, the more bonus data and prizes you can win. Get in on the big bonus rewards when you activate a prepaid plan. Dial *129# or visit topupflow.com to activate a plan today.
CK Graves and Company is the number one supermarket, 100% concession. The Intention Supermarket. We've got more of what you're looking for in multiple locations to serve you more and more. In business now for over 50 years, and you will always save by shopping right here. Oh yes, we're number one. CK Graves and Company, and we are Vincent John's, a supermarket for you and me.
Get value for your money. Shop at Richardson Motors. Shop at Richardson Motors Limited and enjoy 3 services in one. Pop into our convenience store for a wide array of snacks, drinks, and toiletries. Visit our mechanic shop for specialized treatment for your brakes, exhaust systems, and wheel alignment at our garage. But there's more. When you shop at Richardson Motors, get a free oil change service, clean, high-quality fuel, or shop from a wide range of automotive parts and accessories. We are conveniently located along the Arnesville Main Road. Drive on up. Reliability, convenience, and variety. Richardson Motors is your number one stop.
Since 2012, we have provided reliable, professional dialysis services in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are now proud to offer you new solutions for your health problems. Each new solution is being delivered to you with the same high degree of care and professionalism. We also use the best technology in the delivery of our services. So, does your doctor need a precise view of what's happening inside your body? Let us perform an ultrasound for you. Ladies, if it's your breasts, then choose our mammography service. For all issues related to men and women's health at any stage in your life, our team can perform the necessary investigations to put your mind at ease and recommend solutions for your problems. If it's to see within your chest or check for broken bones and fractures, then use our state-of-the-art U-Arm X-ray service. For you aging men and women, we can now check your bone density, which will reduce any complications that may arise with overall bone health, osteoporosis, or arthritis. Health Solutions will provide answers and results in a timely, accurate manner in the most comfortable environment, while you are taken care of by well-trained and experienced staff. Please call us today at 451-2836 or 434-3170, or visit us online at healthsolutionsSVG.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Health Solutions, where we are providing solutions in SVG with care.
We would like to say that Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum is the best rum in the world. And now we can. Voted the world's best rum at the World Rum Awards 2014, Captain Bligh XO Aged Rum. World class in a glass.
Bonady Supermarket in Kingstown, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices. At Bonady Supermarket number 2, located at Upper Middle Street, we are proud to serve you. We are second to none. Call us at 457-1616. We at Bunady Supermarket number 2 will always be here for you. Bunady Supermarket, serving the nation with quality service and excellent prices.
Hey! We all in on this. Enough is enough. This is it. Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. You want to hear that again? Enough is enough. The people say they gone now. Properly gone. What did they in darkness?
Yeah, enough is enough. And this year, the people are going to definitely say is enough and get rid of this government. 17 minutes after 1 o'clock, you're listening to the New Times program for Thursday, the 10th of July. I'm your host, Clement Robert Francois. And joining me live and stream is Senator Siobhan John. And also, we have Brother Conroy Huggins. All right, just reminding you tonight that meeting at North Leeward Spring Village. So you come up and hear from our leader, Dr. Friday, and the man of the moment down there, Kishore Shallow. All right, and you also hear from Kashaka, Cupid, and others tonight. Just to, by way of another announcement, just to remind persons that the funeral for Taylor Woods will take place this Saturday, all right, at the Hilltop Tabernacle Church. Viewing is at 12 and the service at 1 p.m. So that's the service for Taylor Woods. That will be this Saturday. All right. I think I have somebody already online and somebody on the WhatsApp. So the person on the WhatsApp, just hold, let me see. Good afternoon. Are you hearing me?
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Go ahead.
I calling from Sandy.
Okay.
Yes. But look how that man there willfully mash up. I have to say Sandy mash up, because easy for agriculture coming Sandy by the orange hill, You hearing me?
Yeah, the center, you hearing them? Sorry. Center, you hearing them? Yeah, go ahead.
It ain't easy, no.
Yes, I'm hearing.
And people should watch. And people should run the man when he come to Sandy Bay. And again.
All right, thank you very much.
That is the how people are really changing. This call just show you that people are frustrated and people are ready for the change.
I think I had somebody on the WhatsApp. Let me see. Good afternoon. Are you there? Okay, I think I've lost that call. All right, 19 minutes after 1, we're taking your calls as we continue to.
But while we're there,
yes,
when we know that NDP is the vehicle for change for everyone. Because, last election we said we are one nation, one people, one St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are going to represent everyone. We are not going to pick out and choose who to go to or who to give this or who to give that. After the eruption of the Lasafre volcano, and you have heard me speaking on this issue on numerous occasions, up to today, there are persons who are still suffering from their leaking roofs, rusted roof, the corrosion of the ash on the roofs of that. It is just terrible. People galvanized, rotting, and people are still waiting. I mean, come on. 4 years, 5 years, 2021 to now, 4 years, and you have people suffering still. So when they come now, they come at this time and they tell you fill out the paper and take it down to Orange Hill, because in Orange Hill there's a big lumber yard there that the government has there for distribution of materials. You pass there and you see the lumber and the containers with galvanized, I assume, cement and so on. So you go there now to get these material, and they hoodwink people because the people know they're not going to get it. And for those people have been going, I've had complaints where people have been going down there to fill out these forms, and on many occasions one will tell them come back, another one telling coming back, and up to this day persons are still suffering. And this is what they're going to use for the election. Telling people, fill out this paper. We're going to give you 20 sacks of cement and lumber and galvanize. We're going to put on, and I'm very happy now. They're even going to put on toilets for persons in the community who don't have a toilet. And I'm happy for it because, yes, people are in need. And I know one guy whose name was called, and I'm happy that he would get one because he's sick and he needs the assistance. So you have toilets. I've heard persons say that my opponent would say, "Oh, we have what they call it, windows and toilets." So if you're coming, fill out for those things too. So these are the things that they try to hoodwink people with, and after the election, people are still left with nothing because it has happened in 2020, it happened in 2015, and it is a repetitive thing. I'm saying to the people, if you're going to get the lumber, you need to take it because you need it. You need it. And it belongs to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But don't because I know they're telling them, oh, well, if we give it to you, you have to vote for me. Don't let them bribe you into that. Make the correct choice. Make the right decision. They will tell you you will not get, they're bringing all the negatives in it. But I'm saying to people, look at what you have had for the past 25 years and measure it to what you expected, and let us know if it really served you well. You will always be fooled by this government.
True. Thanks for holding. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bert. Pleasant good afternoon to
Good
you,
afternoon. Good
Conroy,
afternoon.
and
Just a
Senator
second. Just a
John.
second. Sorry. Let me say to the pauses. I know there are some calls back up on the WhatsApp. I'm taking one at a time, so just be patient. Let's try and get in everybody. Okay. Go ahead, callers. Thanks.
Yes, good afternoon to all. Again, Bert, you, Conroy, and Senator John. First of all, Senator, I want to endorse everything that Dave said in your regard. I think you're well poised to bring real representation to the people of North Windward. Conroy, of course, it's axiomatic that you would do the same. You would bring a breath of fresh air to Central Leeward in terms of real, genuine representation, people-centric representation. But Bert, at the risk of belaboring the issue, I want to go back to this announcement that was made today. I think it is important for us to frame this in a way to illustrate the extent of political gamesmanship that is involved here. Now, this event is supposed to be being billed as the largest sports tourism event in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It may turn out to be that way, but let's remind the Vincentian people that up to this date, the largest, most lucrative sports tourism event that has ever taken place in the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines was the Cricket World Cup, in which a certain individual who stands at the helm of West Indies cricket and also is the designated candidate for North Leeward played a prominent and pivotal role to the tune of bringing to St. Vincent and the Grenadines approximately $244 million US dollars. You would not hear the government and or Minister of Tourism acknowledging that. So again, it goes to political gamesmanship. And it's no coincidence that this is being spearheaded by one Carlos, because they are trying in a quixotic way to turn the tide of support, the rising tide of support in North Leeward for Dr. Kishore Charlotte. But it's not going to happen. It's going to fall flat. And that's not to say that I do not welcome any form of sports tourism in St. Vincent and the Grenadines that would benefit the country. But this is an open, blatant, and obvious political stunt, in my opinion. Had it not been for the fact that Dr. Shallow is head of West Indies cricket, and he is also Carlos James's opponent in North Leeward, this, I think, would not have been done in the way that it is being planned. So it's obvious, and I hope the Vincentian people see it for what it is. Yes, welcome the cricket teams, welcome the players, have a good time. But when the time comes for you to make that important, all-important decision at the polls, you vote your conscience, you vote in your best interest, vote for the New Democratic Party. That would effect real and lasting change for the good, for you, yourself, your family, your community. So I just wanted to add that little 2 cents, Bert and Conroy, and Senator John, keep up the good work. Keep pounding the message of the New Democratic Party home, and let's do this thing. Let's bring real change.
Let's get it done.
To St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's see. Good afternoon. Okay, lost the person on the landline. Okay, you can call back the person on the landline, also the person on the WhatsApp. You can call back. We'll try and get you in within the time frame we have left. Senator John, somebody wanted to know what is the situation with the Arroot factory at Orange Hill?
From what I've seen, the structure is there. I spoke with someone who was doing the lighting, and that is what is there. That's what is there.
So, basically, for the past 10 years, let me use that. We've been talking about the Arroot, and every time we speak about it, there's some new initiative by them to do this, to do that.
Correct.
Not a single
Again, it's just
thing has been successful.
talk.
They have never done anything except pay Arroot workers at convenience time. So maybe election time they'll get some more money, but
well, I do hope that because there will be no harvesting this year, and people are waiting for some funds to come in, because there are a number of people who still have their field. And I think up to a point last year, when they were bragging that it is going to come on stream, that they were encouraging people to do expansion of their fields. So I am sure that the persons, the Arroot farmers in the country, are waiting to get some form of compensation for their farm, their harvesting, which will not take place this year again. And given the economic situation, these are farmers who depended on the money so that they can buy and register now their children to go into school. So let's get this done.
Definitely. Conroy, are you still with us? I see that if you probably, I'm seeing him there, but I'm not seeing any live response.
But this Arroot conversation is over 20 years, You said 10 years. It's over 20 years.
Well, I couldn't remember how much, so now I use that. I mean, it's ridiculous, huh?
It is. And all you're hearing, the Indian government give us $1 million to do this, to do that, and every time a question is asked in Parliament, this is the time you hear, "Oh, we're going to finish by this deadline, we're going to finish by that deadline." But the people, I've been speaking to farmers, and they know that this is just mouth
Nothing
talk
happening.
from the minister, and you know what they call that minister?
Sure, everything about these people has just become so laughable, because this arrowroot conversation has been going on for over 20 years, and the same support from the Indian government. I know of it as far back as when I was a student in Cuba. This is how far this thing has been going on, where that initial conversation took place back then. You understand? With the embassy in Cuba. And 20 plus years later, like we still having the same conversation. And every year
Exactly.
you hear in the factory this and the factory that. But you see, the thing about it is that there is no production plan, there's no production forecasting. And as a result, the farmers are just, as Senator said, this year you won't be having any harvesting. It's what is not planted. And they basically just taking the people for a ride, and now being what you're gonna hear announced soon is for the arrowroot farmers to help cushion the impact of rail, cushion impact of the volcano, and you're gonna get all kind of stories. And even though they not make an announcement, they might just give them cash and promise them to send them monies, or they might send these. It all depends on how they see the. They're so unfortunate, you know, where we are, and the level of desperation, which is evident by this outgoing.
Yeah, because that's that. I mean, we've been talking about this forever. And every
But
time
remember, I
something
also
just
ask about
craziness.
the. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go. I'm finished.
No, I also asked a question in Parliament some time ago about the factory that was in Owia, and you remember that the response that I got from that we are going to put it into a tourism site
I
where we are
remember
going to
that part
leave the
too.
machines in there so that people can come and see the operation. And I said to myself, what utter nonsense! If you have a factory in operation, you bring the tourists to the actual factory,
That operator, not the one that
not the one that is.
commission.
And I laugh because I know that was just straight out of the I don't know even know what to call the word, but it was just utter nonsense. We are still left with the dilapidated condition of the old factory in Owia. The road leading there for the farmers terrible, and there right beside it is a nice waterfall. And I'm saying to the people, this is what we in the New Democratic Party will be promoting. So we are looking at that site as a tourist site, but in a different aspect, because when you live somewhere, you want to see the development of that place. And right here in Ovi, I know that we can have jobs created, sustainable jobs, using what we have at that site and the natural resources that are given to us there.
It's just crazy. It's just amazing that these things, all of a sudden, we have all these things that can suddenly be done. We find life into tourism. We put money into carnival all of a sudden, and all these things that St. Vincent, all these promises,
Yes.
election coming, and these guys, some of them are
Yes.
so ridiculous that is it's amazing. Some of the, I don't know.
But we know it's just mere talk. Bare
Somebody
talk.
said, "Good afternoon to you, Mr. Francis St. John, and my next representative, Mr. Conroy Huggins. Keep up the good work, and by the grace of the Almighty, I will be putting my X to the key. The wasted man come begging me at my door. If I give him the X, he will give certain things to me." That's
And that's what
another
they're
thing.
doing. They have been going to people, they're promising the poor relief, They're promising to give your daughter scholarship. And you're not hearing it from the person who is running. You're hearing it from the people behind them. We even had situations where the roadwork, they're promising roadwork, they're promising to take away the roadwork from those who are there, who they assume to be NDP. And these are the things that are happening. But we need a better nation. We don't need a nation that is divided. We don't need a nation that is run by anxiety and fear and high debt. No, we don't need that. We need a nation that where we can have one people, one nation, one St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where we can have the economy up and running. And we are in the New Democratic Party. When we talk about economic development, when we talk about growth in our economy, we are talking about it because we are going to address the issues. We are going to address agriculture. And we are going to ensure that agriculture is up and running for the people. We are going to address tourism. We are going to address forestry and fisheries. We are going to address the artisans, the DJs, the dancers. We are looking at it holistically so that no one will be left behind. You, the people, will benefit from it. And that's what Dr. Friday said, the 4 pillars. You must have that foundation to build your house upon. So when those foundations are set, then we are going to look at the health care. We are going to look at sustainable jobs. We are going to have better opportunities for our young people. This is the plan of the New Democratic Party. These are the policies we have to run St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So when you hear the other persons come with their utterings, that is just nonsense. They have been there. They have not done anything but mere promise, broken promises. We are telling you, this is what we are going to do. We have analyzed the situation. We are walking in it. We have Conroy coming out of agriculture. We have persons coming out of cricket. We have persons coming out of the education sector. So we know where the faults are and will be able to put the policies, work with the people most of all, because these are our most important resources, our people. Work with them and develop a better public sector so that and a better working relationship from the bottom up, not the top down approach, from the bottom up, because we are people centered. We are transformational and we are ready to lead St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Before you come, and Senator, I want you made a point earlier. I want you to reinforce it, especially with all this giveaway and thing, that your ballot will be secret. There is no fair involved. And I want you to speak to that again.
Definitely. And, I'm saying to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, when you register to vote, you have a unique voter ID number. Okay, if you look on your ID card, you're going to see it. Voter number. Your voting number and your ID card number, they're different. When you go in, when the election is called, and you go into that election, on election day, you go to the place where you're going to vote. All right, your polling division or polling station, you're going to vote there. You're going in, the registration officer there is going to give you a ballot paper. That ballot paper you take into the booth, the private place where you will have a pencil there to put your mark as to the person you're going to support. And I hope that it is the key. So you're putting your mark next to the key. When you fold your ballot is secret. Nobody except the good Lord and yourself, nobody else, nobody will ever know who you supported, who you voted for. Nobody. You fold your ballot paper and you come out of the booth You give it to the registration officer. The registration officer cannot open that ballot paper because it is folded by you. He can't open it. The only thing that person can do is stamp it, and you stay there to ensure that you see your ballot goes into that box. Your finger is dipped in the ink and you have completed your voting for the NDP. So, secret ballot, nobody knows who you voted for. Nobody will ever know who you
They can't
are.
come.
Nobody.
And it's two things. Then they can't come and take back anything for two reasons. One, they won't know who you vote for, and two, they won't be there to take back anything. They'll be gone.
Definitely. Definitely. And so whenever they give to you, don't let them come and say, "Oh, vote for me," because we would know who you vote for. They can't know. The whatever they're bringing in, I haven't heard them bringing in it in their name, so they bring it into the name of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which means that you are a Vincentian, and rightfully you are supposed to get what belongs to Vincentian. And I know our time is going, but let me just remind our people for village meeting tonight in Spring Village, North Leeward Village meeting, Spring Village. Come on out, hear the plans of the New Democratic Party. Hear your candidate for the North Leeward constituency, Dr. Kishore Shallow. And tomorrow, Friday the 11th, all roads lead to Caratal, Georgetown, in the constituency of North Windward at Colley's Shop, where we will have our own village meeting up here. Come and hear your leader, Dr. Godwin Friday, and other caretakers and representatives from the New Democratic Party. Anything in North Windward, the place turn up. Let me use my brother Conroy. The place turn up. And North Windward is on the go. It's a breath of fresh air up here. We're going to carry that breath of fresh air throughout. And together we are going to win with Siobhan. So let's get this done. Together, let us win. Together, let us come out and encourage our neighbors to support the New Democratic Party. We are the voice of change. We will do with the help of Almighty God. We will serve you better. And for that, tomorrow, God spare our lives. All roads, north, south, in between, but company, everybody coming up to North Windward. You will get food there. Food will be on sale. Cully will always be preparing his drinks and everything. Come on out and just have a good time. Ready to make that change in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. By the help of Almighty God, we will get this done. Let me say good afternoon to my mom who is listening. I know she always tunes in to Nice Radio. Mommy, good day. To Mama, Mandy, Mr. Lorraine, Mother Lois in Bay Road, Mama in Bay Road. Good afternoon to all my friends. I know my good friend in Penniston is listening. And may God bless and keep you. And until we meet again, remember to support the New Democratic Party's candidate in your area.
Thank you, Senator. Brother Conroy, we're giving you the last over.
Yeah, well, thank you, but
I don't bat like West Indies.
I used to be a fast bowler in my days, man. Come on. the bowling strong. Yeah, well, just want to thank you for hosting the program, and Senator John for being on. Always a pleasure to be on with you, Senator John. Just want to remind persons that unfortunately the boat ride for this weekend for Central Leeward has been postponed due to mechanical difficulties with the boat. So the event will not take place as planned. Persons who already paid for tickets, we will refund you the ticket funds. However, if you want to make that contribution towards Central Leeward efforts, we will appreciate it. Well, I know time is gone. One of the issues that I wanted to mention that I didn't get to mention, but has to do with the trucks coming out of Leyu Mountain with stones. Yesterday I was in Leyu and several of those trucks passed on the Leyu road, the main road, and the speed at which they're traveling, they're just belling their horns, but the speed is just too much. Is just too fast with the size of the trucks, the load that they're carrying. And when you get down to that 45-degree, that 90-degree angle down to the end heading to the Vincive preschool area, it's crazy. They had to turn all the way around. And unfortunately, yesterday, one of those trucks actually hit someone in Bookament, a lady, and caused damage to her foot, one of her feet. And just want to call on those drivers, whoever the owners are, please let us behave a bit more civil. Call on the nation on a whole for us to be our brother's keeper. The unfortunate incident at the credit union yesterday, loss of life of a barely man. We're calling on people to take to take responsible action whenever there are any petty differences. And tomorrow, well, tonight we will be with Dr. Shallow in Spring Village. Um, we realized that as a result of Dr. Shallow, right off Carnival, he has his village meeting. Persons are still trying to play catch up. So, they're trying to rival his excellent performance at Cricket West Indies with the excellent gala that they held for the legends of the 75 team, 50 years on. And want to, call out on persons in Central Leeward, in North Leeward, in South Leeward to come out tonight and support our dear brother Kish. We know he has this. They're trying to do all kind of hanky panky, but all that they're trying not going to succeed. Senator John, just like you, they are doing the same thing in Central Leeward with their toilets program that is going on. The roof program, they have that going on. And there are a few persons who are affected by Beryl who are, they've gotten their roofs replaced. But generally, from the conversation I've received on the ground, most of the persons who have received materials and received support in terms of roof repairs and even housing construction are persons who are not directly affected and are generally party supporters, party hacks. So it is one of the strategies they're using to consolidate what they perceive to be their base, because of the level of what you have had people moving away, and the people calling for change throughout the country and in Central Leeward. So even though they have had Central Leeward for 30 plus years and have it in government for almost 25 years, right now there is a tectonic shift taking place, and as a result, they're literally going crazy. Just like what they're doing in your constituency, Sister John, the MP himself has his people going around and making these offers, and they're actually going after people in my team, actually asking them to support their their candidate, and to do for their candidate what they are doing for me, because they have been causing a lot of disturbance. A lot of people have turned, and areas where they had good grounds is no longer the case. So they are trying to purchase persons, and they seem to be pushing this narrative, but they're getting a lot of pushback. And there are cases where people actually said to them that they will take whatever they get, but their conscience will not allow them to vote against Conroy. They're gonna support Huggins. So they're literally having a hard time right now. But we want to just encourage the people to go out, get registered. Um, our training that is going on will continue to do all of that. And we want all of Central Leeward to come out fully whenever the election is called. We will ensure that things are in place so that your vote will be counted, and the hanky pankies that have taken place over the last election cycles in Central Leeward, we have to ensure that none of it happen for 2025. Thank you. God bless you. My brother Woodsy, Boots, and all the people in Layo. I know them guys looking for a shout out. Sorry about the boat ride had to be called off, but we'll be in touch. God bless.
Let me thank you both as usual for being in on the program on a Thursday. Let me apologize to those we had a late start today, but everything is fine as we continue. So stay safe. Tomorrow is Friday. I think Sister Margaret should be in, if not Brother Igel. So stay tuned. All the best. Take care of yourself and have a great weekend from me.
Bye.
Bye, folks. All right, so that's good.
When we talk, they tell us, shut up, sending the police full like we are. Oh, God. Things in SVG getting too hard. Run your wealthy out of your yard. This government